Intellect helps you in common sense. That faculty in yourself which helps you in your common sense is called intellect. That faculty which doesn't help you in your common sense is not intellect. Intellect and common sense, they go together. For me, intellect is common sense. I am a different person from others. For me, intellect is different. The word means different. If you don't have common sense, supposing given a mic to speak, given 2 minutes, if you don't leave the mic for 5 minutes, then you don't have intellect, you don't have common sense. For me, common sense and intellect are synonymous. I always see common sense in every person. I don't care for his great knowledge or great wisdom or even great enlightenment. I want common sense. If you are supposed to speak only for 1 minute, you should speak only for 1 minute. Even if you are Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. I know you are William Shakespeare, you can speak for hours and hours, but given the time, only 1 minute, because of circumstances. Even if you are William Shakespeare, or even if you are Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, given the time, 1 minute, you must finish off your speech in 1 minute. That is called as common sense. At another time, you may be given 3 hours to speak. Then you should be able to speak 3 hours. Then you are a great Pandit. But here you are given only 1 minute. You should finish off, start and finish off your speech in 1 minute. Those people who can do it have got common sense. Those people who cannot do it do not have common sense. They may be big Pandits. They may have got vast knowledge. They may be otherwise William Shakespeare. So what? For me, they don't have common sense. I respect common sense the most in every person. If 2 people are speaking, if the third fellow is speaking, he doesn't have common sense. How can he open his mouth when the 2 others are speaking to each other? People always interject. They are very impatient to open their mouth. For me, they are stupid people. So many things go in to make up a common sense. So all those factors which go into common sense are called intellect. For me. Please understand the words for me. I am different from others. And Shalini is different from others. Everybody is different from others. So everybody has got their own meaning to the English words or any other word. For me, common sense is the highest thing. For you to live happily in the society. If you are alone in Himalayas, not mixing with anybody else, no common sense is required. But if you are mixing in society, common sense is absolutely required. That is the most important factor in society, required by everybody who is a part of the society. We are social beings. If you are a social being, then you require tons and tons of common sense. In Pyramid Spiritual Society movement, we have got tons and tons of common sense. I have gone to many other organizations before I came to PSSM. I could find a lot of information. I could find a lot of knowledge. I could find a lot of wise people, a lot of enlightenment too, but there was no common sense. That particular factor was lacking, which repelled me. Although there is good amount of information, knowledge, wisdom, enlightenment, everything is there, still it repelled me. I will give you an example. I went to Theosophical Society, Adayar, Chennai. I stayed there for 1 week, but nobody is doing meditation. And everybody was decrying Osho. Oh, Osho is a sex guru. I found that very bad. They have not studied Osho at all. And they are criticizing Osho. How can you criticize Osho? He is such a great master. And if these Theosophical Society people, they can't understand Osho, what kind of enlightenment they have? Similarly, I went to Pune, Osho ashram. When I was talking about third eye masters like Ledbetter, Blavatsky, they were saying, no third eye. In Osho, when I went to Pune, they were decrying third eye. For them, there is no third eye. They are big Osho people, enlightened people, wisdom, everything is there, but there is no common sense. So I was repelled equally from Theosophical Society as well as from Osho movement. I had to start my own movement. I learned everything from Lobsang Rampa. But again, in the final chapter of You Forever, I found that he is advocating non-vegetarian. Where is the common sense? Just because you are a being from Tibet, how can you advocate non-vegetarian food? So in translating You Forever book, I removed the last chapter, final chapter from that book and printed the rest of the book, which is very useful. Common sense helps you to separate from good and bad in everything very easily. So I have that tons and tons of common sense. So I couldn't join any other organization. I had to create my own organization where everybody has got common sense. So all people who have got tons and tons of common sense are attracted to this PSSM. The chief distinguishing feature of PSSM is not information, not knowledge, not wisdom, not enlightenment, but common sense. Sheer common sense.